I received the honors and out there. I was totally surprised. I don't know how they kept it from me, because this is nothing they pulled the name out of the hat. You know, they knew about it all along. So I always wondered now what I don't know that's going on. And then this is what it looked like when we had finished building. This is our 5 acres here. This is our 10 acres here, and we haven't finished. We have another 10 acres back here that we now own, which all came out in the last year, really, less than a year ago. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this was a momentous thing. This was probably, I mentioned it at the beginning, we borrowed $20 million from Regions Bank. It was something that I'd never done before. It was a tremendous hurdle that we had to overcome. But we had the right people came into our lives at the right time. Bob Brown, and he put together a loan presentation. We had the financials to support it. So we went over there, and we, this is the closing. It happened to be my birthday, June 29th last year, when we got the money. And lo and behold, Robert took all of our money in less than 6 months. So he took it all. But anyway, this is some of the closing that we did. So I'm sure a bunch of you guys have gone through this kind of deal where you put everything back on the line for the future. It's just what entrepreneurs do. Again, there's a lot more that you don't see that we've done to get to where we are, and I think John's going to take you through some of that. One of the things I've got to tell you, let me just do this because I get some concern. But we went to 49, after we bought the property, we didn't know whether to go with a bigger FEC or go into the amusement park or whatnot. So we visited 49 different amusement parks throughout the country. We traveled over 100,000 miles. And see, put almost 500 hours on my little plane. I have a little plane, I'm a pilot. So we flew everywhere. We talked to hundreds of different people, rode hundreds of different roller coasters to decide what we wanted to do here. So it's not a cookie cutter thing. It's not a food and beverage operation. It's not a retail outlet. It's a very unique type of industry that we're in. So there's a lot of research that went into this. What you see is that Robert pulled out of the ground in 6 months. A lot of history and a lifetime of education and wisdom that went into it. I'm going to turn it over to my son now, and he's going to take care of everything else.
All right, thank you. Every time he changes his speech a little bit, so it's like listening to new every single time. It's neat. I'm John Aaron Jr. A lot of people know me as the guy out in the commercial on TV and stuff. Anybody see me on the TV? I go, it's you! The kids love that, not the adults so much. But normally if this was kids, I would have everybody laugh and smile and clap. So you guys can do it next time I do. But anyways, so basically from this point, you know, once the concept and everything was in place, Robert started construction. Operations started taking over from there, and we had to start building a team. That's where you can build it, and you can make it the most beautiful park ever. You can have the best rides in the world, but unless you have the right people to run it, it's never going to be successful. And that was my goal, is I wanted to put the best team available to Orlando. We added over 200 jobs to our Orlando market, which helped boost the economy a little bit. I'm not sure where we left off here, so before we get too far into it. These are just some pictures. I'll scroll through. Actually, if you guys notice the lady over there in the green, that's Aunt Lola, her husband, Uncle Bart. Andre is in the back over there in the blue shirt. He's our director of operations. And Nicole, just so you guys know, the teal, she's here to sell you guys. So don't leave until you sign the contract with her. I don't know what the contract will be. You may have to come back next year or spend some money or something like that. But so we have and that was our goal. We wanted to build the best team available to the Orlando area. Just some concept drawings. Let me scroll through all these seconds. You know, a lot of people ask, well, how did you decide a wooden roller coaster? Well, quite honestly, I wasn't a fan of the wooden roller coaster. Dad wanted And after we started doing the research and seeing all the different ones around the world, and how the return ridership and all that, all played a factor in the decision that we made for Wood Roller Coaster. And now we want to have done it. It's the #1 ride in the park.